this video we take a closer look at Ronnie Kray, one of the UK's most infamous gangsters, known to many at the time as the Colonel. With his identical twin Reggie, gangster Ronnie Kray ruled the streets of London's East End in the 1950s and 1960s. As a youth, Ronnie Kray displayed some aptitude in the boxing ring. Although he later excelled in crime with his brother Reggie, his reign over London's East End came to an abrupt halt when he was arrested in 1968 for murder. The following year, Ronnie and Reggie were convicted of the offense and were given life sentences. The twins grew up in the gritty East End of London, their father Charles Sr. running a second-hand clothes business and their mother Violet providing a strong maternal influence. Heavily influenced by their grandfather, Jimmy Cannonball Lee, the two became boxers during their youth, though it would be their criminal activities that earned them notoriety. As the 50s went on, Ronnie started to engage in a multitude of illicit activities, from extortion to arson. Together with his brother, he formed a notorious gang dubbed the Firm. His take-charge attitude towards business matters resulted in time in prison. He was convicted of causing grievous bodily harm in the late 1950s. During this time, he was declared insane and later diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. In 1965, the Krays siblings were apprehended while trying to extort a Soho Club proprietor, though they were acquitted afterwards. Ronnie and Reggie were well known for their affable attitude towards their East End community. Along with the tailored suits they wore, they also had star-studded connections. Esmeralda's Barn, one of their clubs, was frequented by actors George Raft and Joan Collins, among others. Ronnie made a friend in Lord Robert Boothby, a British conservative politician, who was suspected to have had a romantic relationship with him. Ronnie's explosive temperament was the cause of his ultimate arrest. Ignoring any potential repercussions, he walked into a pub called the Blind Beggar and shot George Cornell in the head in 1966 due to an alleged gay slur against him. The following year, Ronnie encouraged Reggie to kill a misguided member of their own gang, Jack the Hat McVitie, resulting in their arrests in 1968 and the East End's code of silence on their illicit activities finally cracking. Inspector Leonard Nipper Reid from Scotland Yard put in years of effort to bring the Kray twins to justice. When they were convicted in 1969, the judge declared that society had been reprieved from their activities, as reported by the Telegraph. Because of his mental illness, Ronnie was sent to Broadmoor, a secure hospital for the criminally insane. His various memoirs, such as Our Story, 1988, and My Story, 1994, allowed him to share the details of his life. He identified as bisexual and, while incarcerated, married twice, first to Elaine Mildener from 1985 until 1989 and then to Kate Howard until 1994. Ronnie passed away from a heart attack in 1995 while still being held at Broadmoor. When his body was carried through the East End, mourners gathered to catch a glimpse of the gangster's coffin. Reggie was allowed to leave prison one final time to bid his brother farewell before his own death 5 years later. Although both Ronnie and Reggie have passed away, their lives and criminal acts still evoke considerable fascination. Several books, documentaries, and feature films have examined these infamous figures, the latest being Tom Hardy's portrayal of both brothers in the 2015 movie Legend. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this.